Welcome to the K&A Weather Channel. It's going to be cold. Oh my God, I'm not ready for another round of this.
It's the heaviest hit we've gotten this season, too.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
-6? Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah, well,
Are you shitting my britches?
yeah. Speaking of which, bad weekend for sushi, I'll say that. Son of a.
I tear you up a little bit.
I don't know. I got stomach bug or something. I don't know.
I had cheddars this weekend, and that kind of messed me up, too.
What, did you already cuss?
I said shit your britches.
Yeah. Gotta go that first minute, man.
Well, I said it twice now for the first minute.
Yeah.
You asked.
No, I asked if you cuss, not to repeat said cuss word.
Yeah.
Man, we ain't ever gonna get no Viagra commercial.
What?
Yeah.
We did really bad on views last week.
Yeah. Well, everybody's busy. Super Bowl, Valentine. So, what? More
Or us.
most likely, we suck. There is that strong possibility.
For the people, because I mean, you've talked about it. Hats come in a week.
Yep.
A little less than. Probably by the next time we record, they'll be here.
I feel like Santa. I've made my list. I've checked it twice. More likely to get a hat if you've been naughty instead of nice. Hey, sup, Kendrick?
Chirp.
What did you think about the halftime commercial or the halftime show of the Super Bowl?
I think it was pretty good. I did not watch all of it. I only seen the part where he sang that song about Drake. That's the only thing I've seen of it.
There's other parts.
Yeah.
No, I seen like where he's doing the "Be Humble" one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like you told me you liked that song a few years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, why is my dad like? He's so old, but he's so new. What's going on here?
I'm hip. I'm with it.
You got a new hip.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't yet, but I feel it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always just had bad knees. I know I can't talk because I'm not old, but I've just in general had bad knees because of my size, because of football, whatever. I feel like I'm going to have a knee replacement surgery in the next like 5 years.
It's the least of my worries.
But
I'm waiting until like Tesla puts out a hip.
yeah, the neuro hip.
Yeah. It'll be like AI powered. I won't like my hips gonna be Bluetooth. Yeah.
The eye hip.
Wouldn't that be weird if you had like bionic hips and then like they collected data? You know?
He sat down this many times a day. We need to tighten up his.
I wasn't thinking about sitting down.
Yeah, you hit a new land speed record.
Yeah. I don't know. Every once in a while, he does a strenuous 3 minutes.
Once every couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you think of the halftime?
I mean, I hate any song that's censored that isn't supposed to be censored.
Yeah.
You know, like it was still all right, but I was probably more enthralled with the jeans, like bell bottoms, nice,
Mm-hmm.
bringing them back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I mean they were like new age bell bottoms. It looked like
It's all that streetwear.
yeah, or boot cut, like massive boot with a fur cut. I guess I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I love the TikToks that came off of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of people made money off that.
right now everybody's like taking that song and then putting it with like different dances from movies.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Like my favorite one is the Dirty Dancing one. Yeah,
Yeah.
anything with Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We know my love for the Sways.
What was the one I seen? It was from Happy Feet,
Yeah,
where they're like dancing on the iceberg, and yeah. I was like, damn, okay, tear it up.
yeah. I mean, the Penguins look thug, man. I was I was really surprised that whenever just the way that he like head snapped to the camera It's like, "Say, Drake." I was like, "Oh." Oh.
Speaking of penguins,
Uh,
I know, weird segue. I was watching that Mr. Proper's Penguins with Jim Carrey
uh,
for the first time today.
hmm.
Actually, pretty good. Not his best movie, not even close, but it's not bad.
Well, it was like from a children's book or something, and I imagine he got a lot of them roles.
Yeah. I mean, he got Grinch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, after he did what he did with The Grinch, which is still, like, top 10 movie of that I have on my list.
Top 10 movie of all time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I love The Grinch.
That's not even close to my top 10.
Yeah,
That's
well,
like top 50
yeah, I mean, you tell me a movie that you watch every year, you
that I
know?
watch every year.
Yeah.
Nothing because I hate rewatching movies so soon. Because if I watch a movie and watch it again
Mhm.
in the same like 6 months, I'm not gonna like the movie anymore
Yeah, that's
because I know everything that happens in it.
that's why I love streaming so much is
Mm-hmm.
because it's hard for me to justify buying a DVD and then only watch it, like the once, maybe twice of its entire life cycle, but now if you do like an actual collection, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like whenever it's like all organized and all that shit, but like having like, you know, you guys around, nothing's organized. So
I've got a box of cased DVDs in my bedroom.
yeah.
Whenever the internet goes out for the night, I'm weird. I have to have something playing in the background, whether it's music, a podcast, a movie. It's generally a movie, but um, internet's out. I don't want to use my phone because I want it to charge and be fine. I almost always reach for Jackass 1.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I leave it sitting on top of my little player. I watch that movie all the time now. Because that's one of those movies for me that I can watch
Mhm.
several times back to back because I don't care. It's Jackass. It's always going to be funny.
Yeah, you're not watching it for the plot.
Yeah.
Um, when you guys were younger, every time you guys would like, have like a movie binge or whatever,
Mhm.
like just watch movies for a week straight or something like that. I would have to like walk your steps backwards, start with the DVD that's in there, open up that case, right?
Mhm.
Pull the movie out that you put in that you watched before, put it in the right case, and then go get the other case that had the other, and it just,
Dominated.
yeah,
They didn't care. We just knew don't get scratches on it. That's all we know.
yeah. But yeah, it was, oh, it's weird how you miss some weird shit like that every now and then.
I found out something kind of cool today.
What's up?
You know that Big Hero 6 movie
Hmm.
with like the big marshmallow looking dude?
Yeah, that's actually an underrated movie, I think.
How old is it?
Oh, that's old.
Not that old.
It's old.
How old do you think?
Uh, early 2000s.
No, 2014. I thought 2014 was like, wow, it was so long ago.
Do you know that?
Yeah,
But
I just looked it up today.
it is 2014.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, so it's what, 11 years old?
yeah. I was like, damn, like, because for me that was part of my childhood was that movie,
Yeah.
and I I had this little scroll thing.
Mhm.
I don't know if you remember that or not, but I would take all these pieces of paper, copy paper, and tape them together, and it rolled it up into like a big magic scroll kind of thing.
Yeah.
And on each piece of paper, I drew all the characters in a movie, and I would tape it together for all the movies I watched for like I don't know, like 6 months. It wasn't very long,
Right.
but Big Hero 6 was in there, and it was one of the first movies on that list because it was the like newest one that just came out.
Yeah.
That scroll was like 11 years old now.
Yeah. If any movie that Pixar had done, like that one could have used a sequel.
Yeah, that one was good.
So I'm not even 100% sure that Pixar did. I don't think Pixar did that one. I think about it.
I don't know.
I don't know who made it, but it should have got a sequel and it didn't.
It was pretty good.
Of course, I don't know where you go from there, like Big Hero 12. Oh,
Well, what? Big Hero 6 is the amount of people in the group.
yeah, I
6.
know, but
Okay.
now you gotta have a sequel, so you gotta make it more. It's like the Avengers.
Big Hero 8?
Eh. movie worthy. Just add 2.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
And we're really looking for anything here.
No, I mean, I haven't dug
You
down.
know we don't ain't got shit to talk about when the first thing we'll talk about is the weather.
Well, I mean, shoot, dude, everybody wants to talk about the weather. My allergies, oh my God, dude. Like,
Yeah, you've been dying the past couple days.
yeah, it's weird. So you seen the video of the black sea devil anglerfish
Yeah.
swimming up? It's strangely beautiful. You know, the contrast of that fish against that backdrop,
Yeah.
and just the way that they were videoing it, and it was swimming to the surface and all that. Um, I do love that people started putting like hard quotes with it, and like enough to where it's like making me feel for the fish.
Yeah.
Like one of the quotes was, um, "I lived in the darkness so that way I could die in your light." I was like, "Oh, fuck you," like,
I didn't need that today.
yeah, like I didn't need I need that emotion was not on the board. Like, yeah,
That's how
okay,
I knew it was the fish.
yeah, and it's a very rare thing,
Yeah.
but like, how did you see how big it was?
It was like what, like 4 feet or something like that.
Yeah, that's how big it looks. It's like 4 feet, right?
Yeah, like 4 feet from like mouth to tail.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it fits in the palm of their hand.
Really? Are
Yeah,
you sure?
positive. Yeah, because they, posted a picture of them getting the fish and like it fit in a solo cup.
Oh,
Yeah, and it was, yeah, like,
are all anglerfish that small?
I didn't think so.
I thought they were massive.
I know, but I mean, now I got to dive into that. Like, I didn't need that this week either, but
I thought they were the size of like a grouper.
I thought they were bigger. I mean, because
Yeah.
they look so scary. You're like, oh, I don't want to run into one of those.
And
You
oh
know,
no, you're gonna lose your toe.
yeah, but now if it's like the size of your palm and everything,
Mhm.
oh, well, you do, baby, like, it's strangely cute now because it's small.
Oh, okay. Hey Siri,
Oh,
how big do anglerfish get?
we're finding out.
4 feet.
Yeah,
They get up to 4 feet, so that one was just a little baby.
they did a little baby.
The baby lost its mama, so it was going to the
Yeah,
surface looking for it.
but they were talking about like it was sick or something, and that's why it swam to the surface. So
Maybe that's why it didn't like implode on itself. Also, because like it's so small, it
mm,
didn't. It didn't like the depth didn't affect it as much.
yeah, well, if they go from that depth and they swim up, like they're they're dead anyway. Like there's nothing they can like they can't go from that deep, like because they live like 2,000 feet deep.
Mhm.
No daylight, stuff like that, and then they swim to the top, then they don't survive.
Hmm.
That's a temperature change. That's oxidate. Oh my god, I can't.
Oxidation.
Oxygen. Oxidation is like rust and shit.
Are you right?
So,
Oxygenation. Then
yeah, sure, sounds good.
we just do a podcast.
Look, college boy. um,
I went for a semester. Give me a break here.
yeah, I know. That's why I was looking at you. Like maybe you ran across that word.
No,
Yeah, no.
I do miss college.
Yeah, dude, I miss you being in college. What are you talking about?
Fuck you, dude. You dick. Um, I don't know. I miss all the psychology stuff about it.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I probably needed to, I'm glad that I don't work at the rehab anymore,
Yeah.
but I still do miss it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're like kind of passionate about that work there for quite a while, and then you just kind of walked away for money reasons.
I didn't.
Oh, I thought that's what it was.
No, I stopped working. Well, I'm sure, yeah, money did take a part in it, but I was like building connections with these people and then they would go and immediately die. And that happened like so many times while I was worked there.
Yeah.
I worked there for like 8 or 9 months 8 or 9 months, and I watched over 10 people die, like immediately, because they would get out of rehab thinking they can keep doing the amount of drugs they were doing when they went in
Right.
and cause them to overdose. And that happened a lot. And that was the biggest reason why I wanted to stop working there. But money did take a part in it because it was, part time, less than minimum wage.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how Kansas gets away with that, but they do. It's like, you know, cops, for example, that they're paid pretty low too.
Yeah.
Until you get to like a certain point, then you make more than like it makes up for the years that you put in or some shit. Like it's weird.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, dude.
yeah. But yeah, anyway, I thought that anglerfish thing, I was like, man, that's pretty contrast.
Yeah.
So,
A rare thing.
so I got a weird question for you.
Okay.
Let's say that you could live forever, right?
Mhm.
And you never get sick. You're totally immortal. But there's one guy that chases you, runs at full speed, sprinting everywhere he goes. If he touches you, you die.
Mhm.
Would you take that deal?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Not.
I don't want to be immortal.
Oh, well, I guess I kind of. Well, I mean, technically, you're not. I guess whenever you're tired of living, you just, stand still.
Yeah, I guess, but
Yeah, I mean, like,
then I would be living a normal life just with someone chasing me the whole time.
yeah, but you'd be in control.
How?
I mean, like, whenever you're like, all right, I'm bored of this immortal shit.
Well, like, it's not like I would enjoy running away from the guy every day. Like, I would have to run away from death every single day for like 70 years. Like, I wouldn't want to do that.
Well, I mean, say you started here,
Mm-hmm.
then you immediately go to Italy. So, how long does it take you to run to Italy?
Long time.
Right. So you hang out there. Yeah. And then, by the time he gets to Italy, you're like, time to go back. You know?
Well, I'm sure he has transportation too.
No, that's the thing is he runs everywhere. Runs on water, runs just beelines,
Hmm.
runs a straight shot at you at a normal human sprinting speed. It's just he never stops.
Still, I don't think I would want to. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, like,
I could do that anyway. Like, I could just go to Italy and come home, like because a guy is chasing me, like, and I'm gonna let him kill me in a few years anyway. Whenever I think I'm old enough.
yeah. Look, see, I'm gonna need you to play with me here.
Well, your game
like,
sucks.
like, there's no imagination that you got with this. What could I do if I was immortal?
Yeah.
Like,
What would you do if you were immortal?
I mean, I'd take the deal.
You would take the deal?
Yeah,
Why?
to be immortal and to be able to see whatever happens next, I think would be cool. And the only thing I got to worry about is a guy chasing me. Like,
Yeah, but you'd watch like your whole family die, all
oh,
your friends, any loved ones. You would
yeah,
outlive everybody you've ever known forever.
yeah, and like that happens to a lot of people. It does.
Well, yeah, but not over and over. Like it happens one lifetime worth, not constantly.
Yeah, but it's not. It ain't like I I'm immortal. You kick the bucket. I'm like that sucks. Need a new kid. Like
I'm sure that's how it would
and you
go.
start looking.
Yeah.
Like it's not how that works. Like it's like
Well, you're not supposed to outlive your kid.
help my wife died. What are you doing, honey? Like
Yeah.
what are you doing after you unplug that machine? Like that's not how that. Like you still got to take a human emotion.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. But what would you go do?
Everything. Anything you could think about, and a lot of things that you don't even know about.
Would you jump on a volcano?
No, because I'd have to climb out. Like, I'm immortal, but I'm still lazy.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna climb out of a volcano. That seems like a lot of work. That's like swimming and rock climbing at the same time.
You could swim to the bottom of the ocean and then just like deploy a life raft and just float back up.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Uh,
Like tie some cinder blocks to your feet, go to the bottom, you know, cut them loose, float to the top.
I mean, probably not because I'm still, like, I don't want to live, like, eternally inside of a fucking shark, you know? The sharks live for a long fucking time,
Yeah.
100 and some odd years. I gotta wait till it dies and decays, and then God forbid, like something else ate it. A whale eats it. Now I gotta wait for the whale to die. Like, ugh.
Yeah, so much work. Oh
Well,
my gosh.
no, it's not work. It's just I'm laying there waiting. Like you motherfucker.
Like Moby Dick style.
Yeah, but it's a shark, so it's not like roomy. Like
You
laying in the back seat of a car.
don't think you could rip yourself like you don't think you could climb out of a shark?
Well, like if he's like chomped me up, you know,
We didn't chomp like he swallowed you because he can't kill you.
well, I'm not invulnerable.
Oh.
Like limbs still get ripped off and stuff. Right?
So at some point you'll just be a head forever.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a head floating around inside, a fucking shark, and I gotta wait till he takes a shit.
And then what are you gonna do?
I guess bob to the top.
Try and signal a cruise ship by
Yeah.
blinking.
Yeah. I mean, I assume I would probably like Deadpool it, to where like shit starts growing back.
Yeah.
I mean, you're immortal, but maybe there's something cool like that. I don't know. I'd have to ask the genie like these questions.
The stupidest shit ever. Oh man.
Okay, how about this?
Okay. Make
You,
something up real quick.
you get
Just give me shit.
you get $200 billion,
200 billion.
billion with a B,
Okay.
and it's yours.
Yeah.
But the catch is that you have to have one horror movie villain chasing after you until you spend every last dollar of that 200 billion.
Yeah, I do that.
Who'd you pick?
I get to pick the villain?
Yeah, you get to pick the villain.
Scream. That's easy.
The Scream guy?
Yeah, Ghostface.
He can still kill you.
Yeah, but I can kill him a hell of a lot easier. It's just a normal dude wearing a costume with a knife.
Yeah, but I mean, like, uh,
That's easy.
mm,
I'm the loophole guy. I can find everything apparently.
no, because you had me like chilling in the belly of a Buick. Um, I don't know. Scream guy, he can still get you.
How?
What do you mean how?
I just stand out in the field and wait with an AK.
Well, he doesn't have to go. Like, he's not non-stop sprinting. He gets to plan.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I thought we were following up with the last one.
No, no. Like he gets to make his plan and
That
and
he's coming after me
yeah.
until I spend every cent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
I mean, would you try to spin it as fast as you could or
Yeah. I'd probably lock myself like in a vault
uh,
with a computer
uh,
and Ethernet because you gotta have Wi-Fi to order stuff. You know,
try to spend 200 billion on Amazon?
Amazon, Tesla.com, Ferrari.com. Just put
Yeah.
it all in a bunch of assets
Yeah.
until every cent is gone, and then uh, I don't know, probably go sell it all again, get the money back, and then buy a house, buy everybody houses,
Yeah.
turn Jasper into Los Angeles. The works.
Well, that works. Yeah. If you ever do that to this town, you don't even need to worry about the Scream guy. I'll come for you. Burn it
What would
down,
you
man.
do?
I'd take the 200 billion and
Who's your
then
guy?
Jaws. What? It's a horror movie.
That's good. Okay.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
pretty good.
yeah,
I didn't even think about Jaws.
yeah,
Huh.
stay in fresh water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stupid as
yeah.
shit.
I mean, I love the ocean, so I'd have to give that up. But
Yeah.
I do love the ocean. Like it would that would be like sad for me.
Remember you were wanting to turn like a while ago, you were talking about turning your bedroom into nothing but the ocean themed.
Yeah.
Like seashells on the wall, starfish hanging from a fan, the works.
Oh no, but starfish hanging from the fan.
Yeah. Why not?
I was thinking more like a Jimmy Buffett theme. But
Okay.
yeah, with just some palm leaves.
I thought you were going like Little Mermaid.
No, no. Man, how the hell am I supposed to get any play? Boy, I got a little mermaid shit on my wall.
You think making your bedroom Jimmy Buffett's gonna help you get play?
Yeah, I can get it better play than with a fucking little mermaid on there.
Flounder bedspread.
Yeah, like I got a big old poster of the little mermaid on there and
Yeah.
like try to bring some girl over like, she's 16, right?
You just have a big sticker of Jimmy Buffett on your wall then?
No, like I ain't gonna put like a bust of Jimmy Buffett on my wall, but like the whole like palm trees and
Margaritas.
sandals. Yeah.
Yeah, that's never anything more
You know,
attractive than sandals.
yeah, a bunch of pop tops so that way we can step on them.
Yeah.
Stepped on, popped up. I have no idea why that guy got famous. Like,
Because he's awesome.
well,
Jimmy Buffett's the shit.
let's calm down on that. Like,
He's
overusing
no
that
Toby
word.
Keith, but he's the shit.
Hey, are you aiming for the middle? Like, just so you don't miss or what?
What?
Toby Keith ain't like legendary.
Yes, he is.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's got like 20 major hits.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than almost any person ever.
So what did he?
Michael Jackson doesn't have 20 hits.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
He doesn't have 20 number one hits. No, he doesn't.
Uh-huh.
Name 5
They,
Michael Jackson songs. 5.
well, you got Thriller, you got Billie Jean. God, I can't remember the name of all the songs.
Okay.
You want me to sing the rest of them?
Yeah.
Like, because right now all I can do is like, well, there's another one, and then another one. Then you get into like his Jackson 5 days,
Yeah.
and then there's a bunch there.
I'll give you one. ABCs.
Oh, hold on. Alexa,
Hey, no.
how many number one hits did Michael Jackson have?
Michael Jackson had a total of 13 number one hits in the U.S. Billboard charts. By
Yup.
the way, you have a new notification. Want to hear it?
No.
13.
Yeah.
13.
Okay.
Toby Keith might not have 20, but I think he has more than Michael Jackson.
Alexa, how many number one hits has Toby Keith had?
From Billboard.com. The Mexican superstars nominated to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Where are we going with this? Alexa, stop. Did she go? She went oddly racist on that
Yeah,
one.
she was straight from Mexico.
Alexa, how many number one hits has Toby Keith had?
Toby Keith has never had a number one song on the Billboard Hot 100.
That's weird. So we went from 20 to 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael Jackson's greater.
I still like Grass Greater, but
Yeah. Now, country number one, he probably had a lot.
probably.
But for everybody in the whole world to enjoy his music, I mean, he has some great songs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that he wasn't like really good.
Didn't he do Red Solo Cup?
Yeah.
How is that not a number one hit? Everybody in the world knows that song.
Yeah.
Red Solo Cup.
Dude, there was people finding out about Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
People that never heard the song.
Yeah, but they're all like 50 plus.
The Deadpool Wolverine movie brought out, a Madonna song.
Yeah.
And took that.
Like a Prayer.
Yeah. Took Like a Prayer to number one. And they were singing it in church,
Yeah.
and it's about sucking a dude's dick. Like, you know, like people don't know. Like, whenever it gets to that amount of famous, it's like it's no longer about the music or anything like that. Like, it's just popularity at that point.
Yeah.
Nobody really nobody knew, like a prayer. And then, like, it'll be good if our choir could sing this. Martha, tune up that piano.
Well, I guess my perspective on the whole Toby Keith, Michael Jackson thing, people around here, at least like, I don't know, 1995 and forward,
Mm.
I don't remember people really giving a shit about Michael Jackson around here.
Oh, he was like basically retired at that point. Like, he did some songs in the 90s.
How many people in Jasper gave a shit about Michael Jackson?
The same as like, like people that like Drake, for example. I've never listened to a fucking Drake song.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like,
I don't know who he is.
in my little portion of the world being Jasper,
Right,
much more people listen to Toby Keith than Michael Jackson.
Yeah, dude, we get the last bit. Like we don't know all the new shit. I mean, it's better now.
Because of the internet.
Yeah. But I mean, before, dude, we heard about like Tupac after he'd already been established. Like, for us to hear about him, you had to get to number one.
Yeah.
And now
I wonder how many number one songs Tupac had.
I don't know. She's tired. Like, I don't want her to go racist again. So racist Alexa. That needs to be a whole segment.
He is black.
What?
He is black.
Hey? What does that got to do with
You
anything?
mean she's got an opinion? All right, now we're canceled.
No, you're canceled. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm over here lost the shit over where you're taking this. But
Yeah.
remind me of that principal that I think it was like last year, a couple of years ago, maybe something like that. She had messed up on a graduation, right? And I don't know why people were upset about this valedictorian giving a speech or something. I don't know what the deal with that was, but like people started getting up and leaving, like kind of in protest. There's just a few, here and there.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, I'm not listening to this. And so they were leaving, not making any, like, no hustle, no bustle,
Just walking out.
yeah, just like, meh, they're leaving. And the principal's like losing her shit. She's all, Nick, shut the door. Shut the door. You all are the rudest people I've ever seen. Da 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 da. Like, oh, look at that. It's all the black people leaving.
Oh shit.
Oh. Oh, dude. Like, whenever she said that, like,
was it a white lady or a black lady?
Oh, it was a white lady.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, and it was one of those like she was definitely a Karen. Like, she has talked to somebody's manager somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
Damn.
Yeah. And anyway, so she like clicks it, like, anyway, like as soon as she said that, I wanted to just immediately shut TikTok off. like and look around, like, anybody hear me listening to that? Like, I mean, it was that's like that like washed down, watered racism right there. Where like you could tell she hides it daily.
Yeah.
Right. And then it just kind of had a little top up right there, little bubble up,
Like, you can tell she yells it in traffic,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really count in traffic, but
What? Martin Luther would disagree.
I say way more racist stuff to white people in traffic than I do to anybody else. But yeah, just whenever she said that, I was like, and then like, because it was most of the student body.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a very diverse, senior class.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it was nice to see, like, even white people were like, nope, fuck that. And they're like, yeah, you're not tying me in with that. Like, no, 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 no. So, but yeah, I don't know. That's probably one of the worst. There are worse racism things out there for sure. Like, there's a bunch of violent ones and stuff like that where you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, But like somebody that is definitely affecting, like keeping racism alive, you
Yeah.
could tell that was her.
Yeah.
Just like that's that. What do they call that? Like institutionalized racism or something like that.
Yeah.
That was an example of that.
Okay.
Because like if if she's doing that, she's also doing the same things whenever she's approving programs, grading papers,
Yeah.
extracurricular activities. Like she has that in the back of her mind,
Yeah.
and I think that's just fucking sick.
Yeah.
So I wish that we cared enough about doing this that we would actually add that clip into this,
Yeah.
but we're not.
I remember whenever I was in like, I don't know, like 5th or 6th grade, one of our teachers, I think we were just pushing her too far. Like just being ornery ass kids. It wasn't me. I remember it was someone though.
Mhm.
But just pushing her, being smart ass, the works. I keep saying that a lot today.
Yeah.
But she just finally had enough of it and just screamed at the kid right in his face, "Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, Nelly!" And we didn't see her for like a month. And
Yeah.
she came back. And I was like, "Okay, well, her probation's over."
Yeah, she had a little retreat there. It's probably paid off too, but
But I was like, "Holy shit!"
dude, I worked for the school and like as a bus driver and whatnot. And you know how many times like that was in my head to say,
Yeah.
because oh my god, like kids will push you and push you and push you.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that crazy for a teacher to cuss because not to call anybody out or anything, but it's not a very uncommon thing to hear teachers cuss at Jasper. It's
Yeah.
not a crazy thing to happen, but for someone to yell something at you, cussing at you,
Yeah.
or in a negative way, that's very rare.
I don't like how like Jasper's gotten to where like the teacher and the student body is like equal. You know what I mean? Like there's not a whole lot of respect given to the teachers, and there's not a lot of what appears to be discipline given to the kids,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a new era, like it's not the same school I grew up with, so things change. But yeah, like you know, Mr. J, Mr. H, Mr. It's like, man, shit, my teacher would have smacked the fuck out of me on that one. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's not a whole lot of fear or anything anymore. I think fear is not a bad thing. Like, that's not why we got anything done. Was you were just scared of me a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
I was terrified of you as a kid.
well, I mean, that's,
Like Freddy Krueger? Dad? Oh.
well, so and I had this conversation over the weekend, but, um, so like I always thought of like the mother is like, the ones that the mother is the one that builds the emotion, because you got a kid coming. So,
Yeah.
um, they teach their kids that it's okay to like express this emotion or that emotion and da 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 da. And the dad's job is to teach the kid when to turn it off. I'm upset because I wanted chicken nuggies at Judy's and they don't sell chicken nuggets. They only sell chicken strips and I don't want that. And all that.
Yeah.
You know, like in a perfect world, in my opinion, the moms are like, "Hey, I'm sorry they don't have chicken nuggets, but this is what we have," and da 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 da. And the dad's all like, "Hey, shut the fuck up. what are you doing? You know,
Yeah.
like, and I never cussed at you guys like that, but no, I was very like I cussed, but I never cussed at you guys except for extreme situations.
Okay.
Like the two times that I know, like I cussed at you guys was, um, and you guys were too young to really understood what it meant. But whenever you guys were like, um, hitting your mom, like
We're hitting mom.
yeah,
Okay.
but not like you weren't like punching her in the face or anything like that. You were little kids,
Like tantruming.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like yeah, like you're like hitting her in the leg or something like that, and Jamie was too, and that was whenever that was at the baseball field when I had to go up and all I did was talk to you guys, and then I told you that if you hit your mom again because you're angry, I'm gonna punch you in the face like a fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't do it again,
Yeah.
and then I told you the exact same thing whenever you and Jamie got in a fight, and I believe he had a rock and you had a hammer, and you guys were like swinging it at each other, like you guys were trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
And we had a long talk about fighting and using your hands and don't be using weapons and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then, yeah, that's the only two times that I can remember that. Like I looked at you guys and used cuss words directed at you. I cussed around you all the time.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm not going to change my speech. Like because I didn't. My dad got to cuss, and I didn't because I hadn't earned it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys are older now. I mean, hell, you cuss within less than a minute on here every time. So yeah. But what do you think about that whole thing where people are like, cussing is like uh, a sign of weakness or something like that? How do you feel on that?
I think it is an argument, like in an interaction with somebody, and you're
Mhm.
trying to like prove a point or argue that you're right or something,
Yeah.
and you're cussing. Yeah, I think it's a sign of weakness because you don't know what to say. You just know to insult. You
Well,
know.
yeah. I mean, like, like, well, actually, Toby Keith never did get a number one Billboard hit, and your retort would be, like, oh yeah, well, you suck dick. Like, yeah, that's weakness.
Yeah.
But you didn't do that. But now, if you are like accenting it, we're doing like a pro cussing segment. That's weird. But if you're like,
Carla, don't listen.
yeah, she would never cuss.
No.
Every time she's tried to cuss, I think like a glitter pop goes off. It's like princess. I don't.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Man, he is not going to survive the episode.
no, I may not. I'm going down fast. On the plus side, you probably ain't gonna have to hit the old stopwatch on me this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be the one like, yeah. Like, speaking of which, how long we got?
You got a cussing thing?
No, like how?
Oh, 43.
Close enough.
We're at 43.
Um,
Hey, the cussing thing.
yeah, dude, I've coughed so much, I'm so lightheaded right now. I don't know where I'm at.
You want to stop?
No, no, we'll at least keep going until like I regret that I said something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whenever it comes to like cussing in front of my kids,
uh,
like because I do have a kid coming, I don't want to cuss in front of the kid for the first like couple of years. However, it's like trying to learn how to talk,
hmm
like talk as a normal person.
hmm
Probably gonna limit it to almost nothing
I had
because I don't want like my kid's first word to be "fuck you,"
I had friends that like strive to have their kids do that, like as their first words.
Stride for them to say "fuck you."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they like to have their kids because they just found it hilarious. Yeah, and there's something innately hilarious about something so small and innocent. Fuck you. But
I would like my kids to try and be as innocent as long as possible. Like I know it's going to go away in a blink of an eye, but I would like to prolong it as much as I can.
yeah,
I remember when I was innocent, that was the best time of my life. I was playing video games, I was hanging out with my friends, drinking root beer, like innocent kid shit.
that was like yesterday.
For you, yeah.
No, I mean like literally yesterday, like less than 24 hours ago. What is one thing that I did that I think was a good parent move, but you're like, not doing that with my kid.
um, something that you let me do. That's a toughie.
Yeah, just the way is I don't know, like me cussing around you,
Yeah.
but not at you. And like you said, you're not gonna cuss around your kid. Was it's something like that, like
Okay.
some philosophy I had that you're like, nah, that's the wrong one.
Um, I that's hard to think of on the spot. I don't remember a whole lot. I have bad memory of
Yeah.
childhood. Um,
Mine was my dad was like discipline 24/7.
that's something I can build off of.
Yeah, like I like whenever I would ask you guys your opinions and stuff,
Yeah.
and like how do you feel about this, or you have these choices to do this, that, or the other.
Yeah.
That was not a thing with my dad.
Yeah.
It was very much like um, do this, do it now, and
I know if like for me personally, I I think I'm gonna be kind of the opposite, in my opinion.
yeah,
I don't think you were disciplinary enough.
yeah. I
I think
see
I'm gonna
that
be
now.
more disciplined because you let me personally slide with a lot of shit that I wouldn't let me slide.
Yeah, after you got to a certain age, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. I know the like me wrecking the truck thing. I know you were more worried about like if I was okay and whatnot.
Mhm.
And I would probably immediately go through that and like, I hope you're okay. What's going on? Hada, hada. But you didn't really like yell at me about it.
No.
Didn't do anything. I would kick my son's ass for doing that
Yeah.
because I was out there fishtailing on a dirt road at 15 years old, no seatbelt, with another person in the car, and wrecked and rolled a truck.
Yeah.
I would kick my son's ass for doing that. That is the stupidest shit someone could ever do. And then, like, I understand why you didn't like get onto me as bad because you were worried about if I was okay.
Mhm.
And but I could never. I would be so angry.
Yeah.
I'd be so angry.
Well, so the thing with that was like, I could either blow my top and yell and scream like my dad,
Mhm.
you know, but how many, after the red Dodge, how many vehicles have I gotten you?
You contributed to one.
But
Mom.
yeah, but I mean, that was just because you turned 16. Like that was
Yeah.
that was a birthday present.
Yeah. Other than that, no. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so like the way that you see the discipline is like immediate, and like,
No, I wouldn't immediately. Like it would be like probably a week later.
right. But like we talked about it, like, and no, I like the feedback that, you would have done more than what I done. I just didn't know if you knew exactly what I had done, if you just never really noticed or put two and two together.
What did you do?
My lack of
Oh, lack
doing,
of helping.
yeah,
No, I never put two and two together.
yeah,
I just assumed it's my vehicle. It should be my problem. I don't know. That's something I'd want to carry to my kid. Like I know you didn't really mean it that way
mhm,
because you meant it as kind of a disciplinary thing. Like, I helped you once, I'm helping you again.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I'm going to carry it with my kid. Like, if you want something that expensive, then you're going to have to get it yourself.
Yeah, it's like the bail thing. Like, I'll bail you out once.
Yeah.
You know.
I'd have a hard time only bailing my kid out once. I'd probably do it twice.
Oh no, you won't. Like, you think that,
Yeah.
but like if you go to jail for something stupid, I'll get you out because you done something stupid. If you go to jail again because you done something stupid, yeah, you're on your fucking own. Like, you better.
Well, I guess the reason does matter too.
The reason definitely does matter.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's something that I can understand,
Like
then
I missed a court date because I didn't have a car or something.
yeah, you know, something silly like that. Or, dude, calm down. Like, you ain't even a guard dog, dude.
You ain't even like that.
What are you gonna do? Go lick their kneecap?
You ain't got that dog in you.
Yeah. But where was I? Oh yeah, going to jail.
Yeah.
But if you go to jail for, I don't know, 'cause you robbed an old lady at gunpoint.
I wouldn't even bail the once.
Yeah, no, like, you ain't, dude.
I'd give them more evidence.
I'm not even coming in to see you. You know, if you go to jail for like any kind of domestic abuse, I'm not bailing you out. Most likely, I will find a reason to get thrown in jail for the weekend, and then I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna drink my non-sugar Kool-Aid the rest of the weekend, and then I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
Like, that's, but yeah, if it's something stupid, like lapse of judgment, like, he went to the bar and he had some drinks, and he ran into a DUI checkpoint and he got caught. Stupid. I'll mock you and make fun of you for relentlessly for a while.
Yeah.
But I get you out once.
Yeah. I guess that's true. Like, the reason does matter quite a bit. I don't know. To go back to the initial question, things I would do differently than you. I want to be more tough on him. The girl that'll probably change because I don't know. Being a dad, I'm definitely going to be sexist. Like,
Yeah.
the baby girl don't need to be doing that.
Yeah.
But with my son, I'll definitely be a lot harder than you were.
Yeah.
Just because, like,
Well,
I seen the backhand to that, like being so, like, I don't know, non-disciplinary, gentle parent, I guess. Like, I seen the backhand of that, and it took me a lot longer than it should have for me to, like, actually give a shit about doing anything. And I still, I don't have the motivation, or, like, just being a pussy.
yeah.
And I think that has something to do with, like, whenever something would happen or I did something wrong, like, it's okay, just don't do it again.
Yeah.
I didn't learn anything from that.
The hardest part is where, like, because part of life is gaining experience, and, like, I've gone through some shit and didn't like it, fought through it, don't do that anymore kind of deal.
Yeah.
Now I have this knowledge and I have this experience, and I pass it on to you, and I get, like, I'm not going to listen. You went through the exact same thing I went through.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm still going to do it the way that you did it the first time, and not
Every kid does that, though.
Yeah, it's infuriating.
Yeah.
It really is. So
It's just a generational thing that happens every time any kid is ever born.
oh yeah, and you're going to go through it too.
I'm sure I will.
I'm going to smile and laugh so fucking hard. Like, because I know if you have a son, you're going to come to me, bro, like, Dad, he doesn't listen. I'm like, dude, you don't fucking listen. Like, what are you talking about? Like, congratulations.
Yeah.
it's like the parent curse, like, I hope you have somebody that acts just like you whenever, and it always happens.
Yeah.
And usually it's a little bit more than what you did. So like I had to be, God, I must have been a horrible fucking kid. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, like I don't know. It's like I don't know. There's no perfect way to raise a kid. I know I made my faults. And sometimes I feel bad for the faults that I made.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Like what?
Um,
Like the sandwich?
oh yeah, no, I feel bad about that always, but um, no, just like not having you prepared for this scenario at 20, or not having you prepared for um transition from senior year of high school to college.
Mm-hmm.
Like there there's things that I felt that I came up short as a parent, like I didn't do a good job, you know. One of the things I think that you'll do a whole lot better than what I did on, but a like just a steady, cohesive home life.
Yeah.
Like,
That wasn't really your fault, but
well, yeah, but I wasn't blameless either. I mean, that's a whole different podcast, but I wasn't blameless. So, um, yeah, I think that's probably the most important thing that parents can do for their kids is to give a solid, stable home life.
Mhm.
Because there was no, you guys didn't ever get to see like a blueprint or like structure of that. So like whenever it comes to you, like you and them making a life together and all that, you're shooting from the hip. Like I mean, both of you probably are, from my understanding, but you're shooting from the hip. You don't really know the next step, after this. So
I guess that's true.
yeah,
I didn't think of it that way. Well, thanks for
yeah, yeah.
that.
Well, I mean, if you know the problem, then you know what to think about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what is the next step? Like, is there?
And right now,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like,
in the podcast, go to bed.
no, no, um, what's your feelings on marriage? Like, I'm not asking you to propose on, but
Emma,
like,
if you're listening.
she don't listen.
Yeah, I know.
She'll be sitting in the room not listening.
Yeah, she does.
Um, like you gotta start looking for like house or what's the first like permanent change that you're gonna try to do after you have this kid?
After we have the kid, I'm gonna switch jobs
Yeah.
and go from going to work to going to a career.
No.
Um,
OnlyFans.
yeah.
All right.
No, just like I don't know. I like doing the work that I'm doing right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to do it forever. I need to find a job that I am comfortable with doing for at least like 10 years.
Yeah.
I am I gonna like it? Fuck no, no one does.
Been doing mine for 10. September will be 10 years.
Yeah, but there's been many, many times that you hated it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can hate the situation of the job, but still, like, the career is fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Is like the
Yeah.
career is fine,
Yeah.
and bad days at work. Yeah, bad months at work. Sure, a bad year at work. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just something that like, oh, I gotta go to work. Not that bad. That's what I'm looking for, and it doesn't really matter because I'll be having a kid to pay for, so it doesn't matter if I like work or not. But something that I can work up in,
Mm-hmm.
um, like working where I work right now, I kind of stay at the same spot forever.
Mm-hmm.
I can move up a tiny bit, like in pay, you could say, and that's not an issue, but with a kid coming, that makes it an issue where I need to have room to go up. I need to, over 5 years, get a promotion, something. And that's probably the first step is getting a new job, more consistent job that I can make a career out of.
Well, it'd be a little heavy for the podcast. I don't know, but like you have like it's not just you. Like I don't know if it's a generational thing or not, but like you have a lack of ambition. You know what I mean?
No.
Well, so it's like that talk we had the other day about like farm stuff and all that. There's certain aspects you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Well, if you had ambition to like control that and take that over, then you have to do every aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I wanted to move up where I was, so I did everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the stuff I didn't like, the stuff I didn't get paid for, like everything. You know, and I still do that to an extent, not as crazy as what it used to be, because can't do that forever. But like that's part of being ambitious is you're willing to take on, like the hot Cheeto guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was ambitious. He was a janitor,
Mm-hmm.
and he kept doing extra jobs that he didn't get paid for. He would cover machines that he wasn't paid to do that.
Yeah.
But guys needed a break, so he would cover the machines, and he would also like help the quality control guy, and just had a good attitude, went above and beyond, did
Mm-hmm.
all that, had that dorky employee of the month photo.
Yeah.
Like you have to like buy into what you're wanting to do. Like he had no intention of making like one of the best brands of chips, and a lot of that has to do with waste.
Yeah.
Because they're crunchier because they're overcooked.
Yeah.
And instead of throwing those away, he made a recipe that incorporated that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the pork rind cracklings.
Yeah.
That's the hard part of the pork rind that broke off.
Yeah.
But instead of throwing that away, they just repackaged it and called it cracklings.
Yeah.
Like because some people like them,
Yeah.
but just I don't know. Like if you like doing construction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your mom's not gonna do this shit forever. It's a business.
Yeah.
You can buy that business out and take over,
Yeah.
but you got to have the ambition to save the money to buy all the assets and the client list and the personnel and
Yeah.
all that. So, I mean, if you work on that part of life of just being more ambitious, where like we know that I love video games.
Yeah.
Everybody that has ever known me knows that I love video games. But I don't stay home from work to play them.
Yeah.
Like I want to, and I have planned my vacation around the release of a video game,
Yep.
and I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I wish a game would come out that I would want to do that again. But that is a totally different nerd out episode. So, which we need to do another one, by the way.
Yeah.
But you're saying yeah a lot, so I feel like you're getting bored.
A little bit. I don't like when people talk about me very long.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm used to people not talking about me. So people do talk about me. It like weirds me out.
Well, what I said. What do you think about that? Is there any truth or merit to that?
Yes and no. I think it's yes. I do think that I need more ambition,
Mhm.
but I think it's just more simple than what you're saying. I think it's just simply being lazy. Like I don't think it's a like a generational problem or something. Like I need to change my uh, way I do things or make a long term plan. I just need to get off my ass. Is all it is. Like I want to do the whole farming thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want to go put in all this extra work because it's not my problem. Well, I don't want to do that because I'm being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as simple as that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's definitely part of it, but like if you want to, and it's not even a guarantee to succeed at anything, but stand a better chance if you have a plan and you go into like being lazy. Not being lazy is a good thing, but not being lazy, but continuing a poor attitude, um, is just as detrimental.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I see it happen all the time. Where it's like, I mean, people just have such a bad attitude at work, and I'm not saying my job. I'm saying in general,
Yeah.
and which I mean, it does happen in my job too, but happens at every job. But like you go into a place. So okay, I stopped at McDonald's for breakfast, right?
Yeah.
And I go through the drive-through, and I order a number 7 with a large sweet tea, off the breakfast menu.
Yeah.
That is 2 breakfast burritos and a hash brown. Whenever I didn't pay attention to the window or anything, but I paid for it, got my bag. It was pretty light. Look in it, it's just one burrito, and I have a semi cordial argument with the girl at the window about, I guess, menu ordering etiquette.
Yeah.
So if you're taking the order and I said a number 7 with a sweet tea, what would you take that as?
Combo with a sweet tea.
Yeah, she's telling me that after you say number 7, I gotta then say make it a combo. Like, not dumbass.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I didn't care now. I was like, okay, I'll remember that next time. Appreciate it.
Can I get your supervisor's number?
Dude, I'm so obsessed with this. I low key want to call Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be all like,
This
hey,
bitch, Rachel. Or
no,
whatever her name
I'm
is.
no, I'm like, I'm not gonna get anybody in trouble, and I don't want to. I don't want to say when I got it or anything or what day because I don't want anybody getting in trouble for it. But maybe you should talk to your employees about if they say a number 7, that means a fucking number 7. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean like, oh, they want one thing out of 3 things that is in a number 7. We want just one. So
Wow. I wonder how that conversation would have went if she just gave you the hash brown.
oh yeah,
That would have been so funny.
dude. Like if there wasn't people behind me, that's the argument I would have made. Like,
Yeah.
well, why did you just give me the one thing off the like? Why didn't you give me the hash brown? Because that's on a number 7 also.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you could tell in her mind this makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Like yeah, of course you say a number, because she's been ordering through a drive-through by herself for at least 6 months. It appeared.
Yeah.
Because she at best was like 16 and a half. So I can't like yell at this girl. Like it's like her first job. She was nervous. You could tell. Like whenever I put my hand up at the window, so she would open the window again. I like, a little hello. You could just tell.
Excuse
Like,
me.
you could just tell, like, oh shit, it's a Kyle. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I do love that everybody gave the guy version.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was Kevin, but
Is it Kevin?
I thought it was Kevin because Kevin and Karen, Kyle and Kevin. I think it's Kevin.
I don't know. I don't know what it would be.
Kyle does make more sense because that's just a stereotype for Kyles.
I thought Kyle was like the drinking a Monster punching through drywall.
Yes, that is.
Okay, so it's got to be a Kevin.
Yeah.
Kyle can't be both.
You can't do both.
Well,
You can't do 2 things.
well, if you're drinking energy drinks, punching drywall,
yeah.
I don't think you're gonna take the time. Like, may I speak with your manager?
Yeah.
Have
you ever seen a Karen that's says that cordially.
Yeah.
Hey, may I speak with the manager today, please? The manager on staff today.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. My stomach is doing backflips.
Yeah, I keep hearing it.
Yeah, and I have a shit to talk about.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Love you. Have a great week.